live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. And you know what today is? Do you know what today
It's Friday.
Tell
You got no job.
is? Oh my goodness. It is a fabulous Friday in Charlotte, North Carolina. The birds are chirping, tweety tweet, tweety. I can hear them. So beautiful. The weather is shirt sleeves weather. My favorite. Second only to butt naked weather. 85 degrees. Love, love, love the springtime, even though we're not yet in the springtime, but it's coming.
What's today's date?
Today is the 12th.
So we got 10 days. About 10 days.
Yeah, we got 10 days to official spring is sprung, and I can't even handle it. Y'all are not going to be able to handle me after daylight savings time. Honey, do you hear me? Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining. We are doing the 4 agreements, and today is number 4.
Fourth agreement. Always
Number 4.
do your best.
Always do your best.
I listened to a 15-minute recording about this concept here, the 4th agreement of always do your best. I listened to it this morning and it made me look at my best differently.
We'll come back and share that with you back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to you each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Like, comment, and share. And if you're watching us on the YouTube, click subscribe and ding the button so that you'll be notified every time we go live. Come on, baby. Today's agreement, number 4, I think is the best of all.
Well, the 4th agreement is what makes the other agreements work.
Oh,
You guys remember what the other agreements were? Agreement number 1 was...
Number 1, be impeccable with your word.
To be impeccable with your word, to be known for doing what you say and saying what you mean. Okay, meaning what you say and saying what you mean. Be impeccable with that word. Don't carry gossip and don't share gossip. Okay, be impeccable with your word, what you receive, all of that. That's agreement that you make with yourself, number 1.
And these are the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz that we are doing. His amazing best-selling book is a phenomenal blueprint.
It's another must read.
Another one of those must reads. I'm trying to go so that I can show on the screen. I didn't delete the other ones, but give me a second.
I have it on a flyer if you don't have it handy.
I got it.
Okay, cool. So agreement number 1 is to be impeccable with your word.
Be impeccable with your word.
We did that on actually Tuesday.
On Tuesday, and we dug it in. I think that one was really good. Being impeccable with your word, don't make promises you can't keep. It was a really, really deep dive.
You know, after we go through the 4 of them, I'm going to tell you something about the 3. Go ahead.
Number 2
was don't take it personal.
Take the bitter with the sweet.
Easy come, easy go. Shout out Jermaine Jackson. Don't take it personal because it's not.
It's not. It has very little to do with you. You don't know what the backstory is. You don't.
She's trying to destroy me.
She ain't even thought about you since the 3rd grade.
She's taking care of herself, making her life easier.
Absolutely.
And when you resolve not to take things personally, you don't occupy so much space in your head of aggravation.
Absolutely. Good morning, Angel. Thank you for joining. Good morning.
Person in traffic is trying to make me late for work.
Oh, no, you're not talking about commentary for traffic, bro.
They're trying to make.
I'm gonna make you a shirt that says "Don't take it personal."
You just look for any excuse to make a shirt. That's all that is.
Yes, that's true. And my fantastic mother-in-law called me up and made my morning. She said, "Bling me, baby."
She did. Oh my
She
God.
said, bling me. I want bling bracelets. I want bling shirts. I want bling. She wants bling. And honey, all I need
Good
is
morning,
a
brother
reason
Angel. I
to
mean, Sister Angel. Good morning,
bling.
Kelly Little. How you doing?
Peace and blessings.
Angel Wright. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. I am telling
The
you.
third agreement
The third agreement.
is don't make
Don't make
assumptions.
assumptions. Asking all them questions. Why are you asking all them questions? Why are you asking all them questions?
When you assume,
Assuming
you make an ass out of you
and me. Melissa lifted that up yesterday. Shout out to Melissa Price. My dear held it down with me on yesterday. She was the special empowerment co-host of the day, and she and I got it in with Don't Make Assumptions.
I didn't get to, all I did was the last 10 minutes of the show, 15 minutes of the show, because I was busy making money.
Yes, baby.
Bling, bling.
Bling, bling.
That came from Lil Wayne when he was like 14.
What?
Drop it like it's hot, bling, bling. You know, something like that.
No, I don't know that song.
Well, that's where people start hearing the word bling, bling from Lil Wayne when he was a kid.
I'm gonna have to find that because I need me a bling theme song. But the only drop it like it's hot song that's worth anything is Snoop's. Drop it like it's hot.
Yes,
like it's hot.
He only had like a bit line in it, but it made him it was a hit for the song.
Okay.
So anyway, good morning,
Glenda. Good morning, Dr. Deborah.
Good morning, Brittany. How you doing? So the fourth agreement, we got to get into this today.
The number 4
is always do your best. You know, when I was listening to today, one of the things has to do with you always doing your best is, are you in your best position to do your best? Mm-hmm. Okay. What if you're tired? Mm-hmm. And you try to do your best when you're tired? You're doing the best you can in the tired version of yourself. Right. What if you're not sober? Okay. You still try to do. What if you're sick and you're trying to do your best, like got a cold or something? You know?
Like that in the movie, in the show that we're watching for Life, when that lawyer said, this is the first time I'll be in the courtroom sober.
Yes.
He had only been, his best had only been in the past, in his own mind, was when he was drunk.
Yeah.
So what lies are we telling ourselves too?
Another thing that struck me this morning is sometimes, but here's the thing, you can always do your best that you have available to you. You can always do this one, but you may not always be able to be impeccable with your word. You may not always be able to, what's the next one after impeccable with your word?
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 2 is don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal. You may not always be able to not take things personal, and you may not always be able to not assume. Okay, sometimes you will make an assumption. Sometimes you will take things personal. But you can always do your best, you know, and there's some factors that contribute to you being able to do your best, doing your best. Get some sleep, get in shape, eat well. You know, those things contribute to you always doing your best. Some people will do their best work in the morning. Some people do their best work in the evening or late at night, you know, and you determining when your optimum work times are or when your brain is working at its best. Now, that's a very individualized thing.
Absolutely. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah Cross.
Good morning, Deborah Cross.
Oh, she and I are going to be here. You guys are going to get to meet Deborah personally and her personal friend and mine too, Zippy Buzzy B, on Saturday at 2 p.m.
Is it this Saturday?
It's this Saturday.
Busy Buzzy B has been popular in my home.
And he will be popular with you soon too. Zippy Buzzy B is a character building bee. And if you are looking for ways to help you to understand for yourself or for your children, I don't think it's ever too early or too late to talk about character, being kind, being apologetic when necessary, being conscientious. Being kind with Zippy Buzzy B is going to be a fun. The book is The Journey to Building Character. Zippy Buzzy B. I got to get the title right in my head. I just be saying Zippy Buzzy B. But anyway, join us Saturday, 2 o'clock, right here on the Empowerment Duo page on the Empowerment Network. And you'll get to meet Zippy Buzzy B too. Thank you. Brittany says, always do your best. Absolutely. Thank you for capturing that.
Always do your best.
Always do your best.
One of the things that I'm proud of in my life, just like anyone else, I've had a bunch of different jobs. You know, I've had jobs, you know, more than one. I was in the Army. And one of the things, and I'm bragging a little bit, and I do take some pride in this actually, but I've never had a job longer than 6 months time where I wasn't in management of some capacity. Even when I went into the Army, within days, they put me in a leadership position. When I went to work for Marriott Hotels, after maybe 3 months or 6 months, within 6 months, I was made the supervisor of the front desk. Mm-hmm. Okay. When I went to work at a shoe store, a sneaker store, 30 days after I was there, I was put in charge of the department. I came in off the street, didn't know the game at all. I had 700 different types of sneakers. But within 30 days, I was put in charge of the department. I went to work at a car dealership, and they asked me. I said I could work with this manager here. I mean, it was like I was there for 2 weeks, and they called me and said, "Can you work with this manager?" Mm-hmm. I said, "Yeah, I can work with this manager." And they said, "Let me rephrase it, Brian. Can you work with this manager, or do you want to be this manager?"
What?
Oh, shoot, are they asking me to take somebody else's job? I was building my business in Raleigh as a sales coach, and I felt like I needed a part-time job. Mm-hmm. So I took a part-time job as a telemarketer, and I didn't go into work. I mean, I worked until 2:00. No, I left. Wait a minute. I didn't go into work until 2:00. Okay. And I was there for 2 weeks. I was just on the phones. I took the same training. I was there for 2 weeks. On my first day there, I gave a class on how to overcome a specific objection because it was raised in the meeting. And I said, well, this is how you handle that. But I was there for 2 weeks.
Can you put a top on that, please?
I was there for 2 weeks, and they called me into the office and said, Brian, we need you to be the manager of the telemarketers. They had like 80 telemarketers there. And I was like, I wasn't the best telemarketer. I was like, nah, I don't want to be the manager here. I got my own business I'm trying to build. This is just a part-time thing for me. And he says, no, Brian, we need you to do it. I says, no, man, I don't really want to do it, So I said no. And then like the following week, this is Brian, you got to be the manager here. I don't want to be the manager here. I said, look, man, what do you want, man? We'll do anything you want. Are you kidding me? Yes. They gave me private office. They gave me a flat salary. I was no longer based upon my production. Mm-hmm. And I only had to work 4 days a week. And I said, okay, I don't want to work on Fridays at all then. They said, okay, they agreed to every little thing I could think of just to make me in charge of the marketers.
If you're interested in finding out more about how you can get the training that will help you to always do your best, you need to reach out to Brian K. McNeill.
I wanted to say, baby, is how did these things happen in my life? And it happened on the way of me just doing my best. Just doing it, whatever thing that was put in my hand, whatever plow I chose to put my hand to, I attempted to do it as good as I could do it. And because of that, it stands out because most people don't always do their best. Those telemarketers there, none of them was doing their best. They was doing enough to keep a job. Okay. But I tried to do it as good as I can. And then because of that, you stand out. Okay. That's all I'm saying to you, baby.
Absolutely. Always do your best. And no, but honestly, I was being quite serious when I said that part of doing your best is realizing when you have a shortcoming. Part of doing your best is identifying an area that, you know what, I'm okay, or maybe I'm not so good, and I might need a little bit of help. And if sales or sales confidence is one of those things for you, then I would encourage you to contact Brian at the information that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen. You can either schedule a brief 15-minute consultation with him at calendly.com/BKMcNeill, or you can text him 919-345-4893.
I recommend you do it sooner than later because just this morning, I sent out the clarion call where I am accepting these complimentary sessions. I'm doing it today.
Absolutely. So, and also want to go ahead and just take another moment to remind you to tune in with us on Saturday. I really, really, really want to encourage you. Let me put this up here. Here's Zippy. There's Zippy Buzzy Bees. Zippy Buzzy Bees book launch is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Empowerment Network, on the Empowerment Duo page. You'll get to meet Zippy's creators. You'll get to meet the authors. You will get to meet Zippy himself, as well as some great people, young and old, who love Zippy Buzzy Bee. And absolutely, Dr. Deborah, I completely agree that this will be a phenomenal book for Joy. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, Joy. Joy is her granddaughter.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know Joy was an acronym for something or a program or anything. Okay.
Where's Bill?
Good morning.
Where's Bill? Where's Bill? Where's Bill? You need Bill. Bill grounds you.
Well, you say stuff like that sometimes. So anyway, always do your best. And what is that? How does that show up for
you?
you? Always do your best. Sounds like a book that I would want to enjoy in the house. Enjoy to have. Yes, yes, yes. But how does that show up for you? And the 4 agreements, the journey of the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best. These 4 agreements can drastically change your life.
Yeah.
Drastically change your life for the better. You know, and this is another one of those books. Bill Brown brought up The Alchemist as one of those essential kind of books.
Absolutely.
The Alchemist is one. Think and Grow Rich is another. 1 Minute Salesperson is another. I mean, the greatest salesman in the world is another. The 1 Minute Salesperson is on my book of list of books that everyone should read if they're an entrepreneur, though.
Okay. Yep. Well, I encourage you definitely, if you have enjoyed this recap that we've done on the 4 agreements, that you actually read the book for yourself, because it is about helping you to identify sometimes the things that have their hooks in you that have very little to do with you.
Areas. You know, when some people call them your areas, that's an area for like if they touch a nerve, you know. Yeah, you can't help it. Sometimes folks touch a nerve, get close to something that irritates you extremely. What did Beverly say?
Yes, you are on the right side of the page this morning. Hello, Dr. Beverly. Good morning. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes it does get you. It will get. We were actually talking in class last night, and one of the students said that that they were mending a relationship with their mother. Okay. How many of us are mending relationships with our mothers? And I think it often comes around 35 or 40 for those that are estranged from a parent. 35 or 40, because you begin to see why some things might have happened that had nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Ooh.
You begin to see.
That's real.
Yeah, for real. You begin to see why things might have. She said that, but she wasn't even thinking about me.
She was 19 or 20.
She was 19. And that's also when that light bulb goes off. When you start thinking about the age that parent was when something happened. Yes, I was an idiot at 25.
Yeah.
And so they must have been an idiot too.
Likely.
And likely I look around at all of these other idiots these other 25-year-olds, and they're idiots too.
Poor baby, you don't know anything.
You know nothing. So you begin to find more grace for whatever it was that was going on. And so one of those things, don't take it personal. Matter of fact, it's that one, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal can set you free. Mm-hmm. It can literally, it will give new meaning to bless your heart. It will give new meaning to bless your heart.
Mm-hmm. How did you like our song today? How did you like our song today, Dick? Bless your heart.
You did that.
You did that. I did it. What does that really mean?
Dr. Deborah says, I've read the book before, but I really enjoyed this recap. I like hearing other people's view of what each agreement means.
It's kind of fun, isn't it, Dr. Deborah?
It is. But that's also the reason why all of you authors, here's what I want you to understand. You could share your whole entire book for free. It's not going to stop people from wanting to own it and wanting to read it for themselves.
Point, Lisa.
I get so many people that are holding on to this. I don't want to give it away because then nobody's going to buy it. I promise you, I could recite Green Eggs and Ham off the top of my head. I have 6 copies.
I can recite the whole book right now. And Cat in the Hat.
Exactly.
I can do it right off.
It has nothing. As a matter of fact, they are more dear to me because I am intimated with them.
You know, that's a real thing you just mentioned as well, because when I wrote my first book called The Shortcut, and it was the nuts and bolts of how to sell yourself and your services, mm-hmm. I was actually afraid that if people bought my book,
what are they going to need me for?
They don't need a coach anymore. They'll just get the information that's in my book. And actually, you, Lisa, were the first one that really highlighted for me, because Lisa published the damn book. She read it. She was publishing it. But she had a copy of the book. Once the book got published in our hands, she had a copy of the book that as she was going through, as she picked up something that meant something to her, she would highlight it. And her copy ended up being very highlighted. Mm-hmm. And she still was able to get value out of participating in coaching mm-hmm. workshops and all that kind of stuff. I was like, she read the book. She knows what's in the book already.
I read it. edited, I copied, I did everything to the
You
book.
know more about it than anybody, but you
Right.
still found value. And then I
It still has
found,
value. I still find myself running to go get it.
yep, you do.
Yeah.
And what I now do is every time someone becomes my client, I send them copies of my books.
Mhm.
And because it only helps.
Reinforcement.
I thought it would hurt, but it only helped.
How many times did you have to hear and see and say the ABCs before they
Before you
became
got it.
doctrine
Yeah,
for you?
that's right.
Same thing like the 23rd Psalm.
Mhm.
The
The
23rd
Lord is
Psalm,
my
when I
shepherd.
was 5 versus when I was 18 versus when I was 30 versus when I was 40 versus now, totally different. Same words,
Yep.
totally
I
different.
mean, oh my gosh. A lot of scriptures like
Totally
that for me,
different.
you know?
As the deer pant, what is that? The 191 Psalm 191, as the deer panted by the water.
Mhm.
So my soul. That one changed from the time when I was 30 to 40 to 50.
The poem "Don't Give Up" means things differently to me the older and older I get, the more and more that poem matters to me.
So always do your best. Always do your best. Beverly, close out and come back because we're here and we can still see ourselves and hear ourselves. She says, I can hear you, but I can't see either of you. We're here. We're
I'm
here. Good
sorry about
morning,
that,
Miss
Beverly.
Vivian.
But that poem, when things go wrong,
As they sometimes will,
when the road that you're trudging
seems uphill.
all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Come on. That stuff over the years,
Mo gooder.
it hit different.
It hit. That's right there. It just hit different.
It hit different.
And always do your best means that you get to evaluate where you are and go forward. Now, one of the things that we were listening to this morning talked about when you do your best, judgments don't even hit the same.
Yes. Oh, you stopped. We both heard it at the same time, and it made us both go, You judge yourself differently.
You judge yourself differently.
You don't blame yourself as much when
there's
you do
no inferiority in it. There's no negative judgment in it. Look, it is what it is. If I'm doing my best and my job was to do X, Y, and Z, and I prepared for it and I planned for it and I executed it to the nth of my ability, I did my best.
I might touch a nerve with Lisa right here. What I'm about to say. I hope I don't. Okay, I hope I don't.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put some. For example,
I don't want to touch a nerve with you right now, but it might. Okay. Now, when I go play pool with somebody, okay, I don't care who it is, I fully expect that I'm going to win. Okay, but I don't mind losing if I play well. If I play well and you beat me, that's good. We can play again. If I know I played well, you beat me, that's fine. I don't have no problem with it. We just got to play again. That's all that is to that. Okay. Now, I went into the game. Every time I play pool, I think I'm going to win. I don't care who it is. I think I'm going to win. But I don't win every single game. I don't. Sometimes somebody will get a game or two on me. Okay. But I expect that I'm going to win. And I'm going to play as good as I can every time. Okay. And I don't step up to the competition to half step it. Okay. So I brought that up because I was hoping it didn't touch a nerve with Lisa because Lisa don't even like it.
Not that.
Oh.
I don't play a lot of games with you.
She don't like when I pick up a pool stick.
I've kind of gotten over that. I don't like to be there if the trash starts talking. Because if the trash talk starts, the trash starts talking. If the trash starts talking, the trash talk starts. I don't like trash talk, and I know that it's a spades thing, and I know that it's a card game thing, and I know it's a club. What do you call it? Pool thing. I don't like
and basketball, everything. Yeah. I grew up in Brooklyn.
And you're also a man.
It's commonplace on the court to talk. Man, you can't check me. Come on, man. Y'all help him out. He's going to need help. You're guarding me. That was part of the game.
And so here's why. And if I can explain why, here's why. Anything other than positive reinforcement affects me energetically. So when someone tries to lord themselves over someone, when someone says, you can't do it, my visceral response is, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Except deep brine. That's what I would be saying.
So I cannot.
I hope that Dr. Beverly gets in here the way she wants to get in here.
Yes, I hope so. I hope we can get you back because it's almost time for the songs. So again, always do your best. That was one thing that stood out to me. What was something that stood out to you other than that?
Wait a minute. Now, this is the 4 ingredients, but it's still Friday.
That's right. Shout it out.
Every Friday, we highlight or want to highlight you and your business, you and your service, your praise report. Or for the week, how was your week? Is there anything that's worthy to highlight this week? Let us talk about it with you. Let us help celebrate that praise report with you.
Well, this may just be psychological, but I think I could see that 1 inch off of my neck. I think I can see it. I have lost 6 inches.
Yes, she did.
6
She measured
inches.
2 or 3 places on her body.
1 inch here, 3 inches here, 2 inches here, and 1 inch down here.
It's already 6. That's 7.
That's 6. No, there's not one down there. Okay. That's it. That's it.
All right.
All 6 of them. Every one of those inches is welcome to stay gone. I will not miss you, not one bit.
Good. I was reading this morning about my body condition and all that kind of stuff, what the symptoms I'm having, what they feel like, and one of the things it said to me today that's really, really pricked my spirit, and I almost shouldn't even tell you guys this one.
You should tell it. It's accountability. Tell the truth, shame the devil. He don't have the same power when he's finished.
Well, it was talking about on men, if their waistline gets above 40 inches, you're subject to high blood pressure and these kinds of things. A lot of things I don't want to have happen, and my waistline is above 40. And as I was reading this, I was like, oh my God, I got to get my waistline below 40. Mm-hmm. I got to do that.
Hey, thank you, Glenda. Glenda says, awesome. Keep up the great work, Lisa. Do you see it? Do you see it?
I had a good session with Glenda as well yesterday.
You got to speak to Glenda?
I had 3 clients yesterday. I spoke with Glenda yesterday.
Oh, yep. Glenda.
Yeah, she does. She has a very, I like her niche. She helps women to be beautiful with makeup, and she coaches them on how to do it and all that kind of stuff. But where she wants to specialize is women over 55.
I love it. That's my favorite.
Over 55. They have different challenges with their skin. And I know that to be true. I'm not quite 55 yet. I'm 53. I'll be 54 this year. But I know my skin is not the same at 54 as it was when I was 25. Okay, or 35 even. My skin is different. Crow's feet here and all that stuff. And different parts of my skin on my face are drier than others.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
It is. And ladies over 55, let me give you a tip. You ready? Glitter is for children and crafts. Do not wear glittery eyeshadow. But truthfully, the glittery eyeshadow settles into your wrinkles and it puts a flashlight on it so that every time you turn, somebody can see it.
That's the look they're going for?
Yes. Everyone wants to highlight their wrinkles with some glitter in it. Everybody wants to. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you.
Awesome, Lisa.
Thank you. And Dr. Deborah says visual workshops, 501c3 or not, the virtual workshops, 501c3 or not, the benefits and drawbacks of having a nonprofit tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. You better register at drdeborahforhealing.com. Register for the 501c3 or not, the benefits and drawbacks of having a nonprofit at drdeborahforhealing.com. The class is tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I'm telling you, you want to get in there, and you want to get in there because too many people think that what they want is a nonprofit, but you might not. So go and find out for sure.
A praise report for me. I have achieved my new client goal for this month already. Okay. I set a goal for how many new clients I want per month. Mm-hmm. And today is the 12th. I've already achieved it.
And I have a praise report too.
Yes. Cool.
I have achieved my financial goal for the month. And today is the 12th, which means that my goal was too low Too low.
Well, you get to make a
new goal.
like when you climb a mountain from the bottom of the mountain and you can see the top of that mountain and you set a goal to climb to the top of that mountain because that's a tall mountain to you. And then when you climb that mountain and you make it to the top, what happens is when you get to the top of that mountain, now because of where you are, now you can see other peaks that you couldn't have seen below. Yep. You see the higher mountain now. Because you can see it. That's one of the beautiful things about hitting a goal.
That's right.
Now you can see others.
Wasn't it Michael Jordan that talked about I make another goal? Like after I reach a goal, I make another goal.
No, he wasn't the originator of that thought.
Well, I know he wasn't the originator, but I think I recall him saying it. Okay. That when he accomplishes something, he don't sit in it. Mm-hmm. Some of us sit in it. Like,
but it's time to make a new goal.
It's time to make a new goal. Like I could sit right now, like sit.
But what good would that do? And plus, that's not who you are.
It's not who I am. I'm going to tell you, I love to stretch my limits. I love to stretch my ability.
So, my financial goal for the calendar month is close to being achieved already, but I have achieved my client goals. I have, and I'm excited about that.
Well, then that means somehow they were not aligned. Should they have matched?
Well, the way I allowed everyone to pay.
Oh, okay. I got you. You good. That's okay.
Terms, baby.
That's all I got. I got it. I'm good. So I hope that these 4 agreements are something that you'll marinate on for the weekend. I know I definitely want to shout out a couple of the businesses that are already on here since y'all are being all shy about it. We got Brittany Thomas with Brittany's Beads. Brittany's Beads and inspiration you can get, and her book, I'm Living My Blessed Life with Cerebral Palsy, you can get at Brittany'sBeads.company.site. Dr. Deborah for Healing is healing your heart, your soul, and helping you to heal the world with Dr. Deborah for Healing. DrDeborahForHealing.com. She is your coach, and she can help you to establish your nonprofit in a way that you can help others.
Now, back to this thing real quick. Always do your best. Part of doing your best is having a target to shoot for. It's hard to hit a goal that you can't see, and it's even harder to hit a goal that you don't even have. Right. Write the vision.
Make it plain.
Make it plain so that the people can see the vision and run to it.
That's right.
Write it down on tablets. That's 2. Okay.
This one is dream, plan. Now, execute is kind of, because I don't have on the good part of that. Execute it down there. Dream it, plan it, and then execute it. Write it down.
And if you don't write it down, if you're not willing to, I have my goal in my head. It ain't the same.
It's not the same.
It ain't the same. It's not even real.
God says to write it. Like, you don't have to listen to any coach. God said it. Like I keep telling y'all, I know I'm good, but none of this is original material. I go through the Bible and take it out, put it in my words, and give it to you. None of it is original. Right? Exactly. Take the information that God has already given to us and lay it out
before leaving Earth.
Absolutely. Now we got who else has got a business on here? Miss Phyllis's business. I can't remember the name of your link, but you haven't shouted it out. Today is Shout It Out Friday.
Come on now.
Shout it out. Beverly has a business. Shout it out. I want to talk about it. Glenda.
Shout out your book. Shout out your cause.
Maybe we don't know that they're secret agents.
Oh, okay. Now, if you guys want to be secret agents, a secret agent is someone that's in business, but they don't want to tell people about it. Or they don't want to tell enough people about it. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, Lisa, I'm in business. Mm-hmm. Okay. But don't tell those folks.
Don't tell nobody. But you know what's going to be real good? When you show up at the family reunion and they just bought something from somebody else that you sell.
And they didn't even know you sold it.
I didn't even know you did that.
I would have bought it from you.
Oh, okay.
That is a different kind of gut punch.
Keep being secret. Keep being secret. Good morning, Badar. Good morning. So today's shout it out. Put your links in the chat.
Please.
Put your links in the chat.
We want to shout you out.
Absolutely.
So let's do it. There you go. Dr. Deborah for DrDeborahForHealing.com.
Absolutely.
You can learn some more other stuff there.
Learn some more other stuff. I love Mo Another stuff.
Me too.
I absolutely love it. There you go. Glenda Tate Williams, Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. What's your link? What's your link, darling?
They need your link.
We need your link if we're going to buy your stuff. I want to buy your stuff. And here's the thing. If you don't have a link, if you don't have a website, but you have something that you do, that you love, that you want to sell, you want to offer a product-based something, you can actually create your own forever free e-commerce website. I haven't had an upsurge of people creating their websites. An upsurge this month, I think I've had 20 new websites developed. And guess how much they cost to make them? $25.
To get a landing page?
No, to get your forever free e-commerce website.
Okay, yes.
$25. I'm telling you, you can do it, and you can stop relying on your inboxes, your DMs, and all of that. There you go. If you want to get your copy early of Zippy Buzzy Bee, you can go to zippybuzzybbook.com. That's zippybuzzybbook.com. There you go, Miss Phyllis. paparazziaccessories.com/195030.
If you have more than one business, you're welcome to shop in there too.
Man, put it out there. We can't get your stuff if we don't know where to find it. Oh my goodness. This is Friday.
Secret agents, it's not prosperous.
Secret agents are not prosperous. Please know that to be true.
That's like, look, I know I could be making more money, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 9:35. You know what that means, y'all.
Hey, it's time, baby.
It's called Let's Talk About It. Personal conversation.
Business information.
And spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans.
And we've been doing this since October of 2016, Monday through Friday. And what we do here is we like to thank you guys that have been rocking with us for years. We like to thank you guys who are consistent contributors to the show, like you, Miss Phyllis.
Thank you.
And we like to do that with a greeting song or a greeting logo. And up first today, we have Brittany Thomas.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany.
Brittany Thomas is Brittany.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah. Brittany is the founder of Brittany's Beads and the owner of Brittany's Beads.company.site. And up next is John.
Little.
Oh, go ahead.
Kelly, can't you see? Somehow your words just hypnotize me. That's right, my man Kelly Little. And he wrote the wonderful book. The name of his book.
They Lit the Way.
They Lit the Way.
Yes. I always talk about his children's book. I can never remember the name of his adult book, and it's equally phenomenal. Transformation, transition, trans something. I gotta get it. I got both of them. Mm-hmm. But get his books. Go to my.epublishyou.com/They Lit the Way.
They Lit the Way. Up next, it's Dr. Deborah.
Deborah, healing and deliverance coach. Mm-hmm.
Up next is Miss Vivian.
Oh, you gonna make me do Deborah and Vivian back to back?
Can you handle it?
Vivian Reed is here. Vivian Reed is here, and now the show can go on.
Good morning, Miss Vivian. How are you?
Woo, that is a handful. And oh my goodness.
Miss Phyllis is here.
Here we go.
So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis. And that Dr. Beverly's here.
Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. And Glenda's here. Glenda's riding on the freeway with makeup in her pink Cadillac.
Good morning, Sister Glenda.
Hey, Glenda. Brenda Booker Bull.
It's tricky to buy a home or sell a home. Don't do it alone. Choose Brenda.
Hey, choose Brenda. It's tricky to buy a home, to sell a home. Don't do it alone. Choose Brenda. Hey, choose Brenda.
It is tricky to buy a home.
Don't do it alone.
Sell a home.
I love our co-producers.
Yes.
Brittany'sBeads.company.site, motivation and inspiration for your life, handmade jewelry made by Brittany. Order her book, I'm Living My Blessed Life with Cerebral Palsy.
Living my best life. I love it.
At Glenda, MaryKay.com/DTateWilliams, DTate-Williams. And you can get it from there. And loving the songs this morning, Deborah. Well, amen.
Beverly says you didn't do all of Dr. Deborah's song. Why did we leave off?
Yes, we did. Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Did that before.
I did the part. Yes, I did. You just want to hear me do it again.
That's what it is. That's all it is. So the weekend is coming. But how exciting is this weekend coming? We got the book launch. I have an opportunity tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. The National Something A, NIA conference. And this is a big national networking organization. And mostly, it looks to me like mostly Black entrepreneurs, but they don't specify that in the descriptions. But they're yielding Brother Brian. This is my first visit to this thing. They've given me 45 minutes to drop bombs on them, to talk.
Wow.
45 minutes.
They're going to learn today.
45 minutes. And this is and one thing that's so beautiful about it to me is the only one that I think knows me in this group is the founder.
What's his name?
Tony Harris Taylor.
Oh, okay.
And she saw me on Iconic.
That's awesome.
Okay. I think she's the only one in her group that knows me. There might be some others.
The boss knows.
Yes, but that's beautiful to me because whoever shows up, listen to me clearly. When you share your word, and I saw this other thing too, understand that the average American knows about 600 people. The average American, you might know more than that. Okay. So if it's 3 people in the room that hear you talk, your potential reach is not 3. Your potential reach is 1,800. When you drop a pebble in a pond, you don't know how far the ripples are going to go. Absolutely. But you do know they're going to go somewhere.
Why did pebbles in pond take me to Japanese food and sushi?
Okay. And yes, this morning I saw a post in one of the groups this morning about one of the secrets of Clubhouse, the small rooms. The rooms with less than 10 people. You can drop in, make an impact, meet a few people and leave and go to another one. These small groups instead of now. I didn't understand Clubhouse the first time I went in. I looked for a room that looked like it had a lot of people in it, but it worked out for me though because I made so much money since last Sunday just from being in that Clubhouse.
Amen. And you'll actually be in Clubhouse on Thursday the 25th, March 25th. We're getting you scheduled for that. But you'll also be giving a talk at B Team International on Wednesday the 20. This coming 20th, the 17th. We invite you to that. I'll share that with you guys as well.
That's my Saturday I'm speaking there, but I'm also speaking Sunday at 11 a.m.
Where?
At a Clubhouse on Sunday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Clubhouse right now. Okay. I'm talking about live virtually via Zoom on Wednesday the 17th. Brian is giving a talk, a brief talk training, and you'll love the opportunity to come, not just to hear him teach, but also to meet entrepreneurs from all over the globe that could potentially be interested in doing business with you or you with them.
You know, Lisa and I was in a group on, was it Wednesday when we learned about the hand thing? What was that?
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. And this one lady that was in the group, she was about to leave, but she wanted to teach us something.
Reflexology.
She's a reflexologist, okay? Reflexology is like the science of your feet and hands, okay? Like how different places on your hand control different things. Like this might here control sinuses and headache and all that kind of stuff. But one thing she taught us.
Don't press it.
I'm going to do it.
Don't press it now. You can throw it to them, but just don't do it.
I'm going to do it. So
don't do it.
Do it. Anyway. Lisa thinks like you press the button and it happens right there. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
She says, you see this line here, right in the middle of your palm that kind of goes down to your wrist? You see that line, and everyone has one that goes down to your wrist. If you press the bottom of that line, and she said even press all the way up the line, you know, like this here. If you're having problems
with constipation,
having problems taking a dump, press that. And that problem will be worked out for you.
She actually said it'll slip right out.
And I've been playing with that since.
That's disgusting. Don't say that you've been playing with it.
So
Don't say
sometimes
it.
I'm in the bathroom
Oh
with
my
both
God.
hands as I'm working it out.
Oh, right.
Sometimes I go there and it's not as productive as I want.
Where is Zippy Buzzy B? Because certainly this is not kindness.
We have grown people in here, and this is going to help everybody.
Zippy, help me.
Wait, this is going to help everybody. So if you press there, I mean, I get into it too. I mean, like doing my fingers. And what happens is it freaking works. And what it makes me think of also is the whole industry of the medicines, the what do you call that? The medicines that help you to go. Mm-hmm. All those medicines, all those things.
The X-Lax, the
X-Laxes and all that kind of stuff. They didn't want this right here, science.
Laxatives.
That's been around, laxatives. This science has been around for hundreds of years. They've known about these things for hundreds of years, but they kept it from the public so you buy the drugs. Okay.
Yes, Glenda, this is an over 55 conversation.
Glenda, you over 55? Come on.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
All of these things, these remedies that we know about, but they want you to buy their drug. Use this to help you to go.
I agree, and it does work. I simply do not want to have this added to your breakfast table. I mean, I was trying to consider.
We're not going to see them until Monday, and this will be something helpful. This is another thing, baby. If you know where the water is, you're supposed to tell people.
One to grow on.
This is where the water is. This will help you. And you can't keep it to yourself.
Right. But if you would like to, I'm sure that Miss Betty Jean has plenty more tips.
Yes.
So if you're dealing with anything that you're tired of taking medications for, and you think that there may be a natural homeopathic way to manage it, please let us know. We'll be happy to connect you with her.
Yep. She taught me something. I'm 53 years old. I've never heard of that before. What? I don't even know why that causes you angst at all.
Because you provided it in such graphic detail.
So you go, baby, you go. Okay. You show me anybody who doesn't take a dump, I'll show you somebody who's full of it.
I love it. I love it. Glenda says good tip.
Right. I'm telling you, you need to know these things.
Oh my goodness.
We all do it. Okay.
Well, I cannot.
This female comedian that you like, and I like her too. She's one of the Wayans girls, but she's from the poor side of the Wayans family.
Yes, I do. I haven't figured out. I can't. Her name escapes me.
Right. I know she's a Wayans.
Yeah, she's a Wayans.
And she was talking about she went and visited her rich side of the family one summer, and she was starting to get into stand-up. And one of her uncles, she didn't say which one of the Wayans uncles, was messing with her in the wings right before she went on stage. And he farted on her. He grabbed her and farted on her. And she was like, "You're a grown man." She was so mad about that. "You're a grown man. How can you be farting on people?" He goes, "You want to be down with the family, right?"
Congratulations, Dr. Deborah. She says, "I'm speaking tomorrow at the Healthy Mindset Workshop hosted by the Family Workshop Center, Dr. Dwayne Mangum. Woo-hoo! Tomorrow at 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. She has a presentation and a breakout session. That is awesome.
Dr. Deborah's Day tomorrow on a Saturday.
That is
She's doing her thing at 11, right?
Yeah.
She's taking part in someone else's thing
from 2 to 4.
From 2 to 4. And she's contributing at 2 to 4 as well. A breakout session and a talk.
Come on now. That's how you get it done. Always do your best.
You're gonna mess around and make some money.
Mess around and make some money. You know, if you are doing your best, you're looking for opportunities to serve in your excellence.
What?
To serve in your
excellence, yes.
As opposed to, it's the weekend, I'm about to chill. Now you do need to recreate. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to.
Reminds me of the other thing that made us go,
What?
People who spend their lives watching so much TV, years of just watching TV, it's because they are afraid to live.
Yeah.
That's what he said. If you're spending so much time watching TV, it's because you're afraid to live. What? You don't need as much TV. You need to live more. Are you afraid to live? We both was like, oh my God. When he said that this morning.
And we both can think of some people That
who live for
whole
TV. And
category, yeah. Beverly says there's the same effect of the science of the in the foot. I used to travel
yes,
and do
yes,
pedicures. Absolutely. Oh,
yes.
I'm on here without no earrings on.
That's reflexology, exactly.
If y'all let me
I don't do the
show
show with no earrings. No
without
problem.
no
Every day I do it
earrings.
with no earrings.
Cannot. Yellow. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot do no earrings on.
Me, I do it all the time. So
But as I used to be. You can't even see it right now. Why can't you see my earrings?
I don't know.
Maybe because of the green screen? I don't know. That's probably why I didn't notice. But I used to be real fanatical about my earrings. Like I would go back home from work or go to the store before I would show up at work without earrings.
Yes, Dr. Beverly. Most people are much more common with the reflexologist for the feet, and those maps where it shows you with different places to touch and the reflexology pictures, they always fascinate me. Yep.
I'm surprised that you didn't get into it more because that's
Me?
yeah.
What?
The point, the reflexology
I love it.
points.
I love it. I just want to even get into it more. What do you want me to do?
Do my feet, like push some buttons. They got some good stuff on your feet.
Notice how Lisa equates me getting into it. That means do it to her. That's what that means.
Yeah.
No, that's not what that means.
When I get into like when I'm cooking something, I'm not cooking it for me. I'm cooking it for you. When I'm like getting into a recipe, when I get into something, I'm doing it for you.
We've established that. I am good at feeding me.
These nails got to cut.
These nails got to cut.
Yes.
Is that how you meant to say that?
Miss Phyllis said, I keep a pair of earrings in my bag. I get it. I get it.
That's right.
I get it.
My nails these are hard and strong.
I wish my nails were that strong.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they were, but they're getting there. They're getting back strong again. Thank you. They're dangerous. Whoa! That truck almost tipped over the way he took that corner.
It didn't.
Thank God he didn't.
You can watch a bunch of trucks tipping over on YouTube. I often do watch people who can't park or can't drive and crazy accidents like that. It's just I don't know. You can't not watch it.
And always do your best. Now, you know what else I realized? And my coach actually told me, she made this suggestion to me a couple of, maybe almost a year ago. And I don't know, probably more than a year ago. And I don't know. It's probably because I just haven't had time. But one of the things that is missing in the world of books, if you will, is books about African Americans in the spiritual space. This is one particular thing. It's missing. Now she's actually written about a book about spirituality in the African American space, and it's sold here. And I actually ordered her a workbook. I'm going to take you guys on the journey as soon as it comes in. So I'm going to encourage you to get your own as well. But one of the things that I'm using, that I'm once again, I want to say to reinforce to my authors when they're holding back. Melissa's also doing a very good job of not holding back what's in her book. She reads from her book every time she hosts a show, right? Because people are never going to run out of interest in, if there's something that she reads that is interesting to them, then they want to hear what else is in there, right? So what these books are that about African Americans and spirituality is based on research from reading other books, similar to what Evan Jefferson did about wealth. He researched the Black Billionaires Club. He researched the billionaires and wrote their stories into his book, made the book about them, but he gets paid for it.
And he got paid a lot of money before the book was done.
Mm-hmm.
People pre-ordered that book just because of the idea.
Absolutely.
That's making money out of nothing.
Making money out of an idea.
Yes.
What's his name? He was just Michael Carson.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the book based upon African American inventors because he was tired of us only knowing about George Washington Carver and his peanut. Like, how many different ways we're going to read that same story? And on Black History Month, it ain't nobody but Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Rosa.
Harriet.
And that's all you know. So understand, when you read, research, and recap, those things can actually become a whole separate entity.
And they did. This book is amazing. I sent it to my grandchildren because I want my grandchildren to have them.
So that they'll know that Black people did more than just these four things. I'm
so encouraged when my daughter tells me that when they discover another a black person in music.
Right, because there's another book, the one about the musicians.
They find a person that they're interested in, and then she YouTubes that person's music to the point where her and her daughter can sing along.
Or tells Alexa to play it.
Yes. That's just awesome to me.
It allows us to bring history to life, and we're getting ways to integrate what we are able to do into a profitable commodity. In my world, that commodity is a book. In your world, it might be something else. Oh, it's bling. It's a book or bling.
Dr. Deborah, you're right. I definitely need to read from my book more. We got that good counsel. I got this good counsel a few years ago when we were doing an author's workshop before we did the showcase, like a book show workshop. And the guy's name was Anthony, and he wrote a book called Clerical Mistake, and about his experience. Anthony Williams, yes. The book was called Clerical Mistake, and he was talking. And the book is talking about somebody withholding information. A cop or a lawyer withholding information can put someone in jail.
Absolutely.
Okay, and how he got out of jail and all that kind of stuff. But he's talked about the value of rereading your own book. And he's the first person I really heard say it like that.
Absolutely.
And recently I've seen our friend Johnny Davis reading from his own book.
Absolutely. What does that look like?
I'm still here, yes.
I'm still here. Bill Brown today on One Word Conversations at 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on the Empowerment Network page, on the Empowerment Duo page. The word of the day is tolerate. And his special guest is Jess Was right here at 11 a.m. Eastern. Jess Was.
Jess Was.
Jess Was.
What a cool name.
Jess Was. It's now time for us to turn
Jess
over.
Was has the ball. She cuts left. She cuts right. She's running down the sideline. Jess Was. Jess Was just might score. Touchdown.
She's running down the court and she's going to get a touchdown.
Running down the sideline is what
I said. That's not what you said.
Running down the sideline.
It was a mixed sports metaphor.
It was not a mixed sports metaphor.
You know it.
Heard it mixed. But
she's running down
the sidelines. She cuts left. She cuts right. She's running down the sidelines. She just might score.
Happy today. We're going to sing Bill on the way out. Make sure you stay tuned for Coffee Time with the Coach, Coach Ja Smalls, right here at 10 a.m. Eastern on the Empowerment Network.
Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Bill. And we love you guys. See you later. And don't forget to have sex.